Yo, what is going on today, guys? It is Sam, better known as Samito. Welcome back to the Raid channel today, where, man, I have got a fun one for you guys today. I'm going to be telling you guys everything you need to know about Lydia, the Death Siren, who is easily, in my opinion, as like top 5 Legos in the game. I mean, like, obviously you have Marius, you have stuff like that, but Lydia, I mean, she's the end goal. She's the end goal of your normal faction wars mode. I'm actually using her right now in Fire Knight because there is I need to wary of my gems. There is a Dark Elf only Faction Wars tournament going on. And for those of you doing this tournament, you know, some champion suggestions that you can use for your team. Here's what I'm using. Granted, I do have Aphidus to help me with the waves. If you have Lanicus, it's actually pretty easy to do. Lanicus, super underrated champion. I had her in my vault for so long, and I was a fool for doing so. She is a budget Mikage until you get Mikage, but she's actually a bit better because this A2, she's got a 30% turn meter boost with a 3 ally attack and increased buff duration with an extra turn 50% chance built in on the A3. Really good champion, actually. Really surprised, like one of the most underrated champs in the game. Then I went with Foley, Lydia, Cold Hearts, a rare actually, and then I think that you know, you could put Deerendil in there for Foley, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 down here is my Fire Knight team. So I'm just trying to get some Savage and double dip a little bit here. But let's talk about Lydia, man. Lydia, she is so good. I pulled a 6-star soul for my Lydia from Immortal Soulstone off the wish list. I can't believe that happened, but it did in one of our soul opening videos that you guys check out. So what does Lydia do? What makes her so special? What makes her so good? She just brings so much on one kick. She's goated everywhere, okay? On the A1, she's got 100% chance. I need to finish booking her, actually. I probably don't need to finish booking her. I'm trying to save my books because I've got her good enough for now. Real quick, guys, get your free Elenaril by clicking my link in the description right now. You'll also get the amazing champions Vergis, Tagoar, and Deacon Armstrong as you level up at levels 10, 20, and 30 subsequently. And here's all you got to do. Log out of Plarium Play on your PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Then launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Then go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on this opportunity. This is one of the best starter codes that you can get. You'll get all 3 of those epics for free, as well as Elenaril, the legendary champion. So click that link down below before it expires and have yourself a good time. 75% chance of placing a fear debuff. Actually, you know what? I do need to finish booking this because I want to get this to 100 for a Chimera team, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. She also has a 75% chance of increasing the duration of any poison sensitivity debuffs by 1 turn. The passive effect is it attacks this enemy with this skill whenever they place a freeze, stun, fear, true fear, or debuff on an ally. The number of attacks increases according to how many debuffs are placed at the same time. 1 attack for each freeze, stun, fear, true fear, while all the extra hits will attack random enemies, can only attack each enemy once. So she has a chance of marking everybody with fear on the A1 when your team gets debuffed, which can be solid. But be careful in Hydra in particular, because if you get feared by the Torment Hag, she might fear herself by attacking. Just a quick note there. Siren's Wail, 3-turn cooldown. This ability is just one of the best setup abilities in the game. This is one of the reasons why. Probably this ability right here is why she's so good. AoE, 100% decrease defense and weaken, both debuffs you need to enable your damage dealers. And then at the same time, increase speed and strengthen on all allies on a 3-turn cooldown. This is an insane ability. Again, it's all the setup you need whilst enabling your team with speed and damage mitigation. It's so good. So good. Very few abilities like this in the game. This ability is so strong. So strong. Then, the A3. Another crazy ability, especially for single target bosses, right? You've got attacks one enemy 2 times on nullification. First hit has a 75% chance of placing a 25% poison sensitivity debuff, and the second hit has a 75% chance of placing block buffs and block active skills for 2 turns. Now, when you book these abilities, this goes to 100%. Again, this is massive in Chimera. In Chimera, like Lydia, it's like she just keeps aging better and better because she is one of the best Chimera champions for trials as well. You get the poison sensitivity, you get the block active skills to counter Viper form, block buffs, again, single target, super good against the Chimera so it doesn't increase its speed. Dude, she's insane everywhere. This also with, you know, 5 debuffs here, makes her an amazing candidate for 9-piece feral. We're going to talk about the sets and the builds here in a bit. Then her passive, you don't have to max book this. I mean, I might at some point. I probably will at some point, but I'm so behind on books for my other champs. Like, she's in a spot where I'm happy with at the moment. Death Hold denies enemy revive attempts on a 7-turn cooldown when booked. If this champion is alive when an enemy revive is denied, revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 50% turn meter, then grants an extra turn if there are no dead allies. If this champion is dead when an enemy revive is denied, revives this champion with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. This skill will ignore block revive. Insane. Insane. Makes her very good in arena with a 100 res in arena as well. If you're trying to build a resist team, you get 100 res from Lydia. Now, as for the blessing, I went with cruelty on her. I might change this up. There's a couple honorable mentions here, okay? So in arena, I guess you could go with polymorph if you really wanted to. Temporal chains could be very good for arena. Really not a bad blessing there, but there's one in particular. I think it's nature's bounty. Whenever this champion applies a 2.5% poison, a weaken, or whatever fear, has a chance to replace it with the greater version of this debuff. For Chimera specifically, on Lydia's A1, a 60% chance to make this fear go to a truth, which for Ram form gets rid of his reflect damage, okay? So if you're looking to specifically get value out of her in Chimera, Nature's Bounty could be a big blessing to actually enable you to go damage the Ram form with your nuker without killing yourself with the reflect damage. On an A1 too, so that is really strong, which is why I actually might book her to 100% on the A1. Because again, like, if I want to go that route, that's fine. I've just got Cruelty on. Brimstone for a high blessing works, but Cruelty again for PvE is going to be just kind of an easy way to go there. As for the Masteries, I went Support Tree. You definitely want to go Support Tree on Lydia. You really want both Lasting Gifts and Master Hexer, two of the best ones there. Then I went offense down to War Master. If you're just looking for like progression damage, that's a good way to go. But you can absolutely build her down to Unshakable if you're trying to get her with a lot of resist for Arena or Chimera. Both of those things can work. Again, these masteries are really open. You need her to be solely a support. I would go support and defense. But if you want to get a little bit of damage out of her and you're not using her in arena like me, like I'm not really using her in arena right now, going down the offense tree to pick up a little bit more damage with War Master is probably the way to go. So yeah, now let's go to the builds, guys. There's a lot of different ways that you can build Lydia. I've got her in probably the second best set that you could have her in. Number one, the absolute best set I think you could probably have Lydia in for PvE is going to be 9-piece feral. It's no secret, guys. 9-piece feral. Unfortunately, believe it or not, I have the banner. I actually don't have a ring, which is pretty crazy. So I've got both the banner and the amulet to get her. And the hardest part, I have 2 banners. I have 2 banners, and I don't have a single ring. How crazy is that? See our results here. Maybe we got something good. I'm gonna keep running this Fire Knight while we go really quick. I'll show you guys. You guys can see the team here. It can't do hard, but it can do this. So let's run 10 battles, and I'm willing to use some gems because why not? Using my gems here. But yeah, I mean, 9-piece feral is the way to go. You guys see the feral bonus here. It's super strong. 5% more damage on a 9-piece per each debuff placed by the wearer, which means that when all of her debuffs are out, your team is going to do 25% more damage. 25! It's one of the best feral champs in the game right there. Only behind things like Rio and Feral, who are both incredible champions. I got Feral and 9-piece feral, but after all these months, I'm still waiting on a Shadowkin banner for my Rio. Lydia, one of the best when it comes to 9-piece feral. The second best, or like one other option, because there's a couple that actually might be insane. 9-piece protection. Again, she's bringing 2 buffs, right? She's bringing 2 buffs for your team. So 10% more damage, protected buffs that can't get stripped, increased speed and strength are both very good. Very good buffs. So yeah, I've got her in 9-piece protection right now. If you don't have that, a couple honorable mentions that I think are super sleeper on our girl here, Lydia. Reflex, if you don't have a buff extender, could be very good. A 40% cooldown reduction on both of these skills lets her crank out decreased defense and weaken, as well as the increased speed for your team. That could be really strong on her, especially in wave content where you're looking to get these cooldowns back. Reflex could be very good. Triple perception, another valuable or high value option, super like rudimentary. All you need this champion to do is be fast and land debuffs. That's pretty much it. You want some survivability, have accuracy, and speed. That is it. That is all you need on Lydia. So triple perception, absolutely can work on this champion. You could go with regeneration if you're struggling to keep her alive. A couple immortal pieces, right? A lot of different things you could do. Retaliation could be good. So many different ways to build this champ that are very, 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 very accessible to many, many different people. A lot of options here, guys. A lot of options. Outside that, like, Impulse could be very good, obviously but that's more of a late game set. A lot of options here, guys. Luckily, Lydia is super flexible. As for relics, I've got a Molten Death Bell on her just for stats, right? If you're using an arena, a Wand of Submission could be very good. You know, not a journal. You don't really need a journal. What could be really good here? Aspect of Searoth could be great. It really depends on what stat you're looking for. Where she was hurting the most for me is accuracy. So, you know, that's kind of why I put her in this. A little bit of defense, a little bit of accuracy really just helps her out there quite a bit. So yeah, guys, I mean, you look at the reviews in game, she's just in like a 5 of 5 in Chimera is insane. Crazy how well this champion has aged. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's kind of my Lydia build. I guess what we can do is I can take her into Fire Knight right now, where I'm actually using this team. We'll stop the multi-battle, jump in there. Outside of that, I mean, you're going to use her everywhere in Faction Wars. You're going to use her in Hydra. You could use her on Demon Lord, though. I don't think she's as good on Demon Lord because, like, the strength is nice and the increased speed. But, she is, though. She is. She really is. She's still one of the better champions for that, but she really is going to excel on AoE, like wave clearing, on everywhere, dude. Everywhere. You can use this champion in every dungeon, every clan boss, even arena. There's really nowhere you can't use her. She's a great tag arena champ, but you're behind on champions. Now, if you're going to build her in arena, again, the Pharaoh's still good because she can block bombers. She's very good against Marichka. She's very good against Wukong, right? Because she can deny the revive and get her turn. She's very good, like, honestly, like, as a great tag arena champ. In arena, I'd probably build her. I don't think she necessarily needs to be in Stone Skin. You could put her in Stone Skin, though. Like, I don't think it's bad to put her in Stone Skin and then run her. I'd still keep her in Pharaoh, though. She'd be a nice little bomb counter, because if you create a kill against a bomb team, which bombs are going to become very, very good with all these turtles running around, man. All these dang turtles running around. I would say mitigating bombs are probably pretty important. So we're going to take her into Fire Knight 25 right now. Again, this just goes to show how you can use this champ everywhere. I've got Alphadus on this team, Coldheart, Lanicus, Foley with Lydia, and we'll show you guys how this goes. This is just for this unique tournament. This is not a normal Fire Knight team for me. Lanicus is going to come in with her extra turn and ally attack. Lydia is going to start setting up. Beautiful strengthen and increase speed on the squad. Coldheart's going to come in. Now Foley goes in with the nuke, and we're going to go for the finish here. Actually, I think, yeah, there we go. Lydia is going to get the kill. She does pretty good damage, too, to be honest with you guys. She actually is not a bad damage dealer necessarily, which is honestly hilarious. A lot of AoEs coming out. Foley's going to decrease some turn meter. She should have her strengthen again here to set up the rest of this nukage, and we're just bulldozing through these waves. Lydia, she just, when it comes to wave content, guys, she just enables your team to go so much faster because of the decreased defense weaken on the same skill as the increased speed. It's just so strong. It's actually so freaking strong, and it's so many roles filled to optimize your teams and really push your account forward. No extra turn there from Lanicus, unfortunately. We're going to get back around to that in time anyway. We just want to increase our speed on this Fire Knight because we don't have too much turn meter steal here. And now the ally attack is going to come in. Coldheart should be able to come in with her A3. I think we're going to make it there. Another extra turn with cooldown reduction. Lanicus, I'm telling you guys, is super underrated. Turn meter steal there. Another extra turn from Lanicus. We're going in fast. The leech gets up so we can actually heal from Foley, who I just built, actually. And then ally attack from Lanicus with the big turn meter boost. And we're wrapping around quick. There's the weaken up, increased speed. Foley's going to come in and knock him around. Can we get the finish here? I think we can. Look at that. Minute 30. Fire Knight normal 25. And Lydia dropped this time. Like, without Lydia, this team would not be able to do this. Again, she does so much. And I got her +1. Fun thing for Lydia, her empowerment champion is actually Visix the Unbowed, who you get at day 270 of your logins, right? I'm going to run another one in the background here just to show you guys again. So, again, you can actually empower your Lydia with the free champion. I will say, if you need to provoke an ally protector, until you get Mithrala, you probably want to hold on to Visix, but I'm not going to get that much value out of Visix because you look at, she's a Void Legendary in Dark Elves, right? But you get 2 other, like, S-tier Void Legendary champions. So even in the Cursed City stages, I didn't think I was going to use my Visix that much. I'd get much more value out of empowering my Lydia. So that's a decision you're going to have to make on your account based on what you have. If you don't have many provokers for Hydra, then I would recommend keeping Visix for the AoE decreased speed as well as the provoke. But once you actually get those provoke champions and you get the Hydra teams really, and you have Mithrala and you have Lydia, you probably aren't going to get that much value out of Visix. I would empower my Lydia because, again, she is just literally one of the best Legos in the game for that reason. She just makes so much content so much easier. As you can see, Lanicus actually got the extra turn this time, so we're going to be able to get around to this ally attack much, much faster and knock this shield down very, very early. So let's see. Lydia's going to come up with the Siren's Wail. The debuffs come out earlier. She's going to get resisted. No! The weaken gets resisted. The turn meter steal from Cold Heart is great. We would have gotten way more damage with that nuke. But as you guys can see, man, we're just absolutely shredding this boss. Absolutely shredding him. And Lydia is the champ that sets it all up for us. Come on, here we go. Can we get the extra turn? We cannot. Foley's going to come around. He's going to get to nuke us this once. He's so low. I don't think we lose anybody here. We almost lose our Cold Heart. She gets very, very low. She's very squishy, but it's not going to matter, guys. Boss down. Lydia done. And this is in Fire Knight. This is in Fire Knight. This is where this champion shouldn't be that good, but you can still run her everywhere in the game, and that's what makes her so special. So those are kind of like some secret ways that you can build your Lydia. You know, obviously you have the best sets, but there's some sleeper sets. I think Reflex is a big sleeper set on her. I think that, again, Impulse, probably not a sleeper set, but I think there's a lot of different ways that you can run this champion for her to be very, very good. I think in Chimera in particular, I think Retaliation actually could be very good too. Just to get her A1 out, to get that true fear on the boss when it swaps forms specifically for that ram. Can absolutely build this champion to be a Chimera specialist too, but I'll let you guys know. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care. Much love. Congrats on your Lydia. Peace.